All right, here we go. I'm Jackie Terry here with A1 itself and Nicole Frank. First of all, I'm gonna have y'all both tell me a little about yourself. Starting with A1, man.
Well, basically, I'm an entrepreneur, Basically, I'm pushing clothing line in a few movies, got 2 books out on Amazon. And, I'm just doing all type of stuff, looking to network with anybody that's networking with me.
Facts. Entrepreneurial status, doing it big. I see you got your clothing line on right now.
Straight up.
Boy.
You know it.
Already. I like it, man. Entrepreneur status, man. All right, Nicole Frank, I'm going to have you state your name and what it is that you do.
I'm Nicole Frank. I'm a new up-and-coming model, and I have my new production, Alter Ego Productions. Besides from that, I'm also a respiratory therapist, so I'm a jack of many trades.
I like it, man. Both real respected, right? Real doing big things, right? Black excellent at its finest. I love it. All right. Well, we're gonna get right down to business, right? So we're gonna talk about. There's been a lot of gender wars going on. I know you see this on Facebook. I know you see a lot of the stuff. The differences between men and women, right? And the ideologies are different. So I'm gonna start with you, A1 first. What makes a good woman to you, and what are some of the things that the women need to work on right now in Kansas City and all over the world? Because right now it kind of seems like one big mess. And what do you expect from a woman? What are some of your expectations? Because to me, I see a lot of guys are lowering their expectations for these women that really don't care about them, that are abusing them emotionally, physically. Like, what type of woman do you expect? And what do you think that's just going on with the society now?
Well, I personally think like a good woman, well, ain't nobody perfect, but a decent woman, to me, first I go by like her. If she got a good attitude, is she a good mother? You know what I'm saying? How does she treat her parents? Do she got let me see. Is she loyal? Do she got self-respect, morals? And what's her principles? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. That's what I go by. And I mean, a lot of these women nowadays that I see, they got bad attitudes. You can't even speak to some of them nowadays. They gonna get smart with you or something like that. I noticed that on my own. I speak where they annoy you or anything. I mean, you ain't even got to try to holler at them or some stuff like that. I mean, it just like that. I think they need to work on their attitude and their people skills.
That's facts. Why do you think they like that, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, well,
man,
is that a trigger? Because that's not like normal behavior. Why is it that they're so quick to react in a negative way?
I'll probably just say this. A lot of the new generation women probably act like that because a lot of them came from bitter mothers. So, who's your first teacher? Whoever raised you, which would be either your mama, grandma, or auntie. Because I remember growing up, a lot of times I used to hear some of the aunties to teach their nieces and stuff like that to how to get basically a key to a man's heart is through food, cooking, or sex, opening their legs. That's how you gonna get your bills paid. So nowadays, these women, they expecting that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? They selling sex on records and everything now. Legal prostitution. So a lot of that stuff started from them old ass grandmas and mamas and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
No, that's facts. That's fact. It all starts from the home.
Yeah, yeah.
It all starts from the home and the core values of your parents, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of like parents back then, they were traumatizing themselves to the point where they wasn't even teaching the kid the correct way because they wasn't right mentally in the head.
Right. That's real.
And now you get this generation of just lost women and lost men. Entitlement. I mean, what's your perspective on a man's perspective, Nicole?
So I feel like a good man to me would be someone who's like loyal, someone who's like ambitious, shows good leadership, a protector, a provider, um, just a family man, just someone, who just wants to, like actually love a woman correctly, so. Yeah, and nowadays it's like it's not a lot of men out there. Like a lot of men are living in their femininity.
Oh
So
boy. Yeah. She ain't lying.
So it's like, like it's not like nowadays you have the women and we're going to work and working and everything, and you don't have, it's not too many men out here who actually want to provide anymore. Like you have the debates about like the 50-50 or the man pays for everything. And I feel like in general, it's just like, I feel like it's go after what you would want for yourself versus what everybody else expects you to do for you. So.
I feel that.
I got a question though.
Yes.
Do you think that a man should pay everything?
No, I really don't feel like a man should pay for everything. I think 50-50 is good. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I do believe that a woman should be spoiled by her man. I do, and stuff like that. But it should be both sides.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It shouldn't always be on the man.
Right.
And everything. I feel like whatever you put out, you should always.
Exactly. I agree exactly with her. You know what I'm saying? Because I be seeing a lot of these women nowadays saying they want a man to pay for everything. Then I look at it like this. Look at society. When it comes to most men, they make you a felon. You know what I'm saying? So when you a felon, you are already blocked from certain jobs and careers. So if it's impossible, if he ain't rich, how can he pay for everything and save? Say like if a man deal with you and he got kids outside of dealing with you and y'all got a baby. So now he probably on child support from the last previous relationship. So he got to pay all your bills. Then he got to still help his other kids and he got to pay a couple of $100 to the other baby mom. He broke. So when you tell your friends, a lot of these women I see them, they treat their man like shit because it ain't like he don't work or provide. It just like he ain't with his last relationship no more. So now he basically paying her. Then he paying basically you. He ain't got nothing for himself. So now, you know what I'm saying? Of course you gonna call him broke or something like that. I mean, I seen it though. So that's why I said I agree with you. It's nothing wrong with 50-50 or 50-40 and spoiling each other. I don't have no problem of doing nothing like that because we spoil it. If y'all together, y'all supposed to spoil each other, not break one another. These motherfuckers want to break you. They want to take all your shit and talk bad about you.
Yeah, and that is true. Like I said, like you put out with whatever it is that you give in return and everything. And I mean, yeah, like I grew up like around a lot of people and I have a lot of friends who do believe that the man should pay for everything. And they were like, girl, what is you doing? Like, let him pay for stuff. Like, but me personally, like I grew up with a single mom.
Right.
So my mom did. I watched her do everything.
Right.
So I kind of like, but also, I'm also on the other side of the spectrum too because like I grew from a single parent household, but I got married at a young age and divorced. Right. But so I've seen both sides of the fence.
Right.
So I know how to be independent, but I also, have been on the dependent side too. But overall, all in all, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with being an independent woman.
Right.
But you should also have enough. You should also be able to let your man do things for you too. Like you shouldn't be like too independent to where as if, because a man always wants to feel like he's needed.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't feel like that, then
he gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Quick. Straight up. Yeah.
So like that's what I think.
I don't have no problem with that.
Not right. Well, just the entitlement, right?
Right.
You know, that sense of entitlement, like, okay, as a man, you gotta give them this, but you're not getting anything in return.
Right.
Like you said, they're not cooking, they're not cleaning, right?
Right.
And all of this is promoted through marketing in itself, through the media, which condones women's behavior like that.
Yeah.
It's acceptable.
But you know what, though? What I look at it like this, too, though. If you a woman and you choose this bum-ass dude, and you going to work all the time and you got this motherfucker sitting on your couch or playing this video games and shit, that's your fault because you allowed this lazy motherfucker to drop off. Only thing he can drop off is some sex and eat up all your kids' food, snacks, and run your house, all that. You know what I'm saying? Then you complain about it. You complain about it to your friends and family members. But on the other hand, in this generation, the same people that you talk about for as women talk about a lot of these men, you raising the same type of son. You raising the type of sons that you hate the type of man he is, but you got a son sitting at the house same way. You don't like this man, but you raising your son like that. So it's a repeat cycle.
A repeat cycle, right?
Somebody gonna talk about your son the same way you talking about somebody else's son.
Right.
And there's also like a lot of double standards when it comes to, you know, like raising kids. You know, like a lot of parents are more harder on girls than it is boys and everything. Like the boys get a chance to go out and do everything. But I feel like it starts at home. So I feel like if you raise both your kids to the same be held by the same standards, you know, like if you could teach your daughter how to treat a man, you know, and a lot of women aren't really taught how to treat a man. Like
that's
they're
true.
just like, you know, well, you know, like you said earlier, you know, like, oh, well, you should like cook for him and clean for him, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, like the old wives saying is, sorry. Old wives saying is like your pocketbook is in between your legs or whatever, like stuff like that. Like so it's like a man, it's like you shouldn't be giving out anything unless a man is giving you something. And so it's like I don't know, like I don't really agree with that. Like you have women out here who do believe in that and it's like that. Me personally, I feel like just like going over, like say for instance, like I was thinking about like men who want to be providers and then want the woman to stay at home. And everything. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that.
Oh yeah, I know. If that's what they want to do.
If that's what they want to do. But also you gotta also look at it like this. If you want a woman to be submissive, the man also has to be a leader too. And a lot of men nowadays don't know how to lead. They just know how to be controlling. And it's a difference between being controlling and leading.
Yeah, that's true too though. But you gotta look at a lot of the women nowadays. I was raised up old school. So I was raised up with an old school mama and an old school daddy. Nowadays the women's be like, fuck what they learned. Because a lot of them disrespectful to their own mama. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna listen to their mama, so they'll listen to another person on the street. You know what I'm saying? Before they listen to their own mama or daddy. So I just be like, it's kind of messed up. And so the cycle don't never change. And then they're just like, you got these women on TikTok, Facebook, especially TikTok. They have a 3-year-old, 4-year-old daughter bouncing her ass for likes. And these women, oh, she's so cute. Oh, she this. Let that would have been a daddy. and having his daughter bouncing ass, he a pervert or he a pedophile or something like that, double standard type shit. So the stuff that the younger generation mothers do with their kids, our mamas wouldn't be cool with that type of stuff. They'd find a problem with it. Because I know I would, and I'm an old school daddy. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not cool with my daughter bouncing her ass at 5 or 6 years old on cameras, and you got perverts looking at them and all that, all around the world for likes. But then soon as and then you got something like I seen something on TikTok before. They had this little girl like 9 years old, cussing and everything, playing like she was a grown up, cussing and everything, but they think that's entertainment. When I was coming up, you cannot play and cuss. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, they'll let their kids cuss right in front of them. But it's like a joke thing to them.
Yeah, and like it's crazy because, you know, like back in our day and stuff like that, it was like, you know, like you said, like you couldn't cuss in front of an adult or anything like that. But nowadays it's like how we were raised by our parents, but now we're the new generation.
Yeah.
And it's like all of those tactics have like gone out the window.
Right. That's true.
And everything. And
that's
now
true.
all of the kids nowadays are like out of control and everything.
Yeah.
And like cussing and stealing and all that stuff like that. And like back in the day, like none of that stuff would have.
Right, we get our ass whooped.
Exactly. Like our teeth, we would have been picking up our teeth right off the
straight up. Yeah.
So.
All right, I got another thing, but you know that just like you see all the crime rate is high, so a lot of these mothers be letting their sons run their houses. Because they'll say this, oh, I'm a single parent, I ain't got no man. If you ask most of these women right now, I promise you they gonna say they single. They gonna say they ain't got no man, but they got some nigga that come to their house every night. Some nigga there every night. But they gonna lie to the world and say they single. You know, and you not single. Because if you getting fucked every night, you ain't single. How? I'm just saying though, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you got a man coming to your house every night, or he's got the key to your house every night, how you single? You putting that out to the world as you single, and you really not. Because if this man there every day, this is your man. He got keys to your house. He drive your car. He control every move you make. How you single? You just playing a game. You know what I'm saying?
But it's also not always like that too. Like sometimes it could be different because sometimes you have men who hold on to women like sneaky links or whatever, and like normally like women are like more emotional like and everything. So you have women who fall for men, and the man just be playing the game, and like she wants something and he don't want that and everything like that, and he's like, oh, well, I can't, we can't be together, but like, and it's just, I don't know.
But check this out. He shouldn't have the key to your house.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, like, I wouldn't give anybody a key to my house if I was really serious.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If you putting it out, that's what I'm saying. If you putting it out to the world, I am single, and you trying to meet, what if you meet a dude, but really, he come to your house, and another man walk in, guess what can happen? A fight or killing. So with that being said, and it goes right back to the murder rates and all that. Man, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Most of these women know exactly what they kids do. My son say, you don't know everything they do when they at school and shit, but if your kids is disrespectful to you, how you gonna get mad and say your kid ain't cussed out a teacher or disrespect the teacher or another adult? They do it to you. So a lot of them, if your son come in the house, a lot of these women that be all on Facebook, GoFundMe and everything talking about their child was innocent. Goddamn well this motherfucker was a hellraiser. He was robbing people, breaking in cars. You couldn't control him, all that type of stuff. But you will be all on here crying, want somebody to feel sorry for your ass. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Fuck no, you can't get no GoFundMe. You should have had insurance on this little badass. You knew he was like that at first. So with that being said, they'll play them roles. Think about it. When me and you, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 46, so I remember being 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, we had to be in the house. 8 o'clock, we in the house. Man, I be seeing 16-year-olds. They are 13 to 16 years old. They be out. They be 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Where they parents at?
Right.
They don't even know. They don't even know where their kids at because they too busy doing anything. You know what I'm saying? And then when your kids come out here and get killed, you surprised. You knew what they was doing.
Yep. Like back in the day, you had to be in by the street lights. I'm 32, and like back, back in the 90s, like you had to be in the house. Like when the street lights came on, or you got in trouble. So like, it wasn't no hanging out all night. Like So yeah, and I do believe. Like, I don't care how innocent you might think your kid is.
Right.
Every kid
do something.
Is bad whenever they not
around their parents. Yep.
Like, and everything. Like, I don't care. You could be the best kid in the world and everything. Because I was a really good kid growing up and everything like that. But even I had my sneaky tendencies. Yeah. And just like with my daughter is so sweet and everything like that. Right. But I know that when she gets older, a lot of the tricks and stuff that I played on my mama, my daughter ain't about to get away from this because I already know all the tricks. Exactly. Let me check your book bag. Let me see what outfits you got in there. You ain't about to go to school and change switch outfits and switch back before you come home. Right. Don't think so. Yeah. But
a lot of them, they know what their kids be doing. They play stupid like they don't know. Come on, man. And then if you think about it too, when we were younger, the murder rate wasn't that high. The new generation parents is the reason why the murder rate is high. But they don't want to take credibility for the shit they helped create it. Because you got a lot of women, by the time they daughter, I know some chicks right now, they got 14 and 15-year-old daughters. And them motherfuckers that sit out there and smoke weed and drink and party with they 16-year-olds. Pass them the blunt. And I'll be like, you wonder why this motherfucker disrespectful? Because you more of her friend than a mama. You know what I'm saying? You got dumb mamas out here young. You out here fighting with kids with your child. I got a baby mama that's like that. We'll go out here and have fights and got her daughter with her at the same time. Y'all all fighting together. How dumb is that? Then, soon as when your child get killed or get hurt, now you want to call the daddy and want the daddy to get involved, do something to somebody to where he either locked up or he get killed behind it. No, you did that. You go handle that. You go get locked up. You put them in that situation. I try to avoid confrontation, drama, all that. All I want is some money. And I don't deal with women that's drama. Got bad attitudes. None of that. Because I can tell a lot by a woman just off a phone conversation. If I talk to you face to face and see where your head at, I can pretty much tell you what you about. It's easy. All you got to do is have a conversation.
So let me ask you. So that brings me to my next question. Men, it seems like a lot of men, not all men, but they like ghetto chicks. Like they be like, she bust my window out. She bleach my clothes. I'm like, what is that? And then you got like sweet women like me. That's but most men don't want a woman like me. They want women who bleach their clothes and bricks to their windshields.
I'm throwing a brick back to your shit.
It's and I never really understood what was up with that and everything because it's
because they like drama. They like drama. Only a person that gonna fuck with somebody there for a long period of time. You gotta like drama to deal with it. Am I right? You can't say you don't like drama if you go out here and get a man or a woman that do the same thing. Cause see, that's why I tell my kids, or I tell anybody. I tell another woman, you gotta fuck with nowadays. You gotta fuck with somebody that got as much as you got or more, or something to lose. Cause if they ain't got nothing to lose, and you do, they ain't got a problem fucking your shit up and helping you lose your shit. Cause they ain't got nothing.
That comes in the accountability state of picking that. It's your fault.
Right.
That person.
Right.
It's going to destroy your life.
Straight up.
And then it's why would you want to wife a toxic chick?
Nah.
You know what I mean? You want somebody who is going to you want somebody who you can build with and everything. Yep. And if you just constantly I feel like a man's woman should bring peace. Should add to it at least.
Yeah.
And everything. And so you gotta come home all the time to like I'll watch you doing and all this stuff and
That's true.
like it's just I don't know. I don't really understand it, but that's what
Let me ask you this though: what's the dysfunction of the men and women, right? Like, especially the black men and woman. Like, I'm gonna ask y'all both this separately. Do you feel like the black woman had your back?
I say most of the black women had the black man black when I probably was a kid. I think it probably stopped. A lot of it and probably stopped by the time I hit my 20s, because when I started hitting my middle 30s, I started seeing another era. Now then, everything is about money or materialistic stuff. That's what I see.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Like, really, money or materialistic.
Yeah.
Like, if a man doesn't have the money, right,
Mm-hmm.
or the provider and giving like every inch,
Right.
and emotionally too.
Right.
You know, we give ourselves to them emotionally,
Mm-hmm.
and like you said, a lot of times we don't get it back.
Nope.
And it's to the point where I believe some men are getting tired of it,
Yeah.
right? To a certain
Yeah.
extent, like, where's the return investment?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Hold on. I got another one. Just check it out though. Then now check this out. Then they will get mad when the black men start fucking with other race of women. But you gotta look at this too though. Check it out. I know a gang of black women that always talk about black men better step that game up. I'm gonna go get me a white man. But you will get mad when a black dude fuck with a white girl or something like that. And I don't understand it, because in reality, a lot of they don't say nothing about some of these black women fucking their bosses behind the scene.
I feel like in general. So like going back to the original question about how women, like women so like treat their black men or like stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of women have put all of their energy into a man, and then especially like, say for instance, like, and this can go back to women not always knowing their worth and stuff. So you meet a man and he may not be where he's supposed to be and everything like that, and so you help build that man up and everything, and then she tells you, oh, I'm gonna give you this and this, and when I get on my feet, I'm gonna be there for you and everything, and then you get him to where he needs to be, and then he act brand new.
See,
like
this a perfect question. That's why I'm not about to go build a motherfucker up. You got to get a motherfucker that's all the way equipped. If I let's say, like, if I'm looking good, you got to look good. I don't want nothing dusty or bummy and ain't got nothing going on, because what I'm gonna benefit from that, because they're gonna do exactly what you just said. Once you build them up, he looking good in the mud for another motherfucker to pick him up. Then he gonna do everything he's supposed to do with you. He gonna do it for that other person. Now you mad? He ain't shit. I build him up. It don't even matter what you said now, because he ain't coming back to you. You know what I'm saying? He gone. He gonna go to the next one and the next one. So, and that just like when I used to hear some of these chicks be like, "Oh yeah, dude, he wasn't shit when I was fucking with him." Or they always say, "Oh, his girlfriend is ugly. His new chick is ugly, or she fat, or," you know what I'm saying? You mad because probably the new chick was on his ass, made sure he stepped his game up. He had to fuck with her. You allowed this motherfucker to be a bum. So how can you be mad?
And that is true.
Yeah.
It all goes back to like a woman. You have to know your worth, and like I feel like in a woman's younger years, she has to go through those stages, and then when she gets to the point to where as if she's like, okay, like a woman wakes up one morning and just be like, okay, this is not what I want for my life anymore.
Right.
Like I want someone who's gonna be on the same level as me and everything, and then she makes that change and everything, and so it's like she's here, so the dude is here, you like, nah, like you gotta meet me up here. I'm not lowering myself.
Yeah, and that's why I'll tell you this. This is my thing. You know how they need to go back to like the old school ways. You know how nowadays you will see a woman be like, "Oh, I want a dude to take me out." How the fuck y'all don't really get to know each other y'all going to a club or a bar and have some drinks. Because y'all ain't going to do shit but fuck. How they getting to know him?
And that all.
Am I right, though?
Yeah.
How you getting to know him? You talking about you want me to take you out, go have dinner, and we gonna get some drinks. Once you get full of that liquor, you ain't gonna be yourself, and neither am I. The next thing coming, y'all gonna fuck. If it ain't today, 9 times these days, it's gonna be in a few hours. Y'all gonna have, you know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing. That's why I say this. Before y'all go on the date, you need to have a phone conversation, see where that man head at, and then a face-to-face come. Y'all need to go around each other, and I don't care if y'all go walk around at the park or something. You need to chop it up with the man or the woman for at least 2 weeks. If his brain is off, stable, you need to ask about, you need to learn, do he got a crazy baby mama? Do he got deranged baby mama? Do he got ex-female friends that be tripping, stalking? You need to ask what kind of family members do you got? You know what I'm saying? Do you got leeches in your family? You know what I'm saying? Because you will go mess with a dude and you think he cool. Next thing he got a bum ass mama and you wonder why he ain't shit. The mama asking you to do favors. You know, I done seen it from all angles.
Yeah, that is true. And then, but it also goes back to, like, you know, like you said, like, instead of going on dates to like clubs and stuff like that, I feel like we need to revert back to courtship. You know, like actually, actually going on a real date. You know, and like actually coming up with, you know, like the questions that you need to ask.
What's a real date though? Like,
I feel like a real date is like, you know. And that also brings on another topic, you know, Applebee's and all the other stuff and everything. So I feel like, you know, a real date doesn't have to be expensive or anything like that. I feel like a real date is like meaningful. Because like you said, like your first date should be about getting a chance to know someone and everything. So, you know, like a walk in the park or an Applebee's date. Or a Cheesecake Factory, like stuff like that.
Y'all ain't even got to get no food to get to none of that. That's what I'm saying though. Name a person. If y'all go out to eat, somebody gonna want a drink.
Yeah.
They gonna order a drink. So you're not gonna be thinking clearly after the first drink. Think about it.
Yeah.
If you get a strong enough drink, yo, damn, he look good, or damn, she look good. You get what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you gonna move too fast. You don't know nothing about this person, but you just physically attracted to him. You don't know what baggage he got, what comes with him, what comes her. I didn't met so many females. You be like, damn, she look good. Come back to the house. She done got about 3 or 4 kids, 3 or 4 different baby daddies, nigga. The mama live in a house with her and the daddy. Who house is this? This is your house or the mama? This is my house. You got your whole family. And you done came into some shit. You know what I'm saying? But the girl cool, but she got a big baggage and she won't let it go.
Yeah.
That's why I say.
That's why you have to get a chance to know
you
someone.
Got to. You got to.
You have to get a chance to know someone and everything. And, yeah, like that's just.
In my time, the women used to ask the men, "What's your favorite food? I'm a cookie." You ain't seeing these females now because they can't cook. They can't cook. I cook better. You see me post, bro. You know what I'm saying? I cook better than probably 85% of females I ever met.
Yeah, and like a lot, but I know a lot of people. I know.
Y'all done got it stuttering now. Look. I
know a lot of women who do cook though and everything, and then I feel like even if a woman doesn't know how to cook, I feel like if she really wants to, she's gonna learn.
Right, if she really wants to, exactly.
Either, you know, like if they don't have a mama, auntie, or grandma or whatever, like they have somebody close to them that can teach them things, but you have to want to know how to do that.
Right, and then you know if you grew up like how I grew up, most of the mothers make their daughters when they little get in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they ain't making their kids do nothing because they can't do it. They ain't help you spend the money though.
Yeah. And that's what I've been trying to teach. That's what I've been trying to teach my kids, because I have my daughter and my boys in the kitchen with me. Like I'm like, y'all gonna have to learn how to do something, you know, and everything. And I found myself like sounding like my mama. Oh, I go to work all day and everything. I'm not going to come home and y'all think I'm about to just clean up by myself and everything like that. No, I'm gonna make sure my kids have the basic essentials. They're gonna know how to fix themselves something to eat. They can clean everything, because eventually they're gonna have to leave the nest eventually, and
Yeah.
they're gonna have to
Yep.
know.
That's why all my kids that came out of my house, they can cook. They was in the kitchen. So they ain't gonna be able to say like that about me, boy. I go hard out the gate.
I like
I'm not
that.
playing it. I'm not playing none of that.
Raising them with core values,
Yeah.
survival skills,
Yep.
right? So they
Yep.
don't have to depend on a woman, right?
Yep.
So what do you got to say about this, man? There's a lot of men moving into women's houses, right? And they ain't got their own shit. And then when the woman kicks them out, they're homeless, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, and vice versa, right? You know, what do y'all got to say about that logic, right? You know,
Homosexuals.
yeah.
Well, some of them probably like that too, because once you become a felon, they make it hard for you to get your own place. So a lot of times when you get that felony on your record, they don't want to give some of these men a place. Some of these men probably do want their own place, but if you go do prison time and you got them felons, they gonna run your name. You're a felony on you. You can't have this place, even if you do got a job and can pay the rent. They not gonna give you. So their only hope is move in with a female. But the thing is this though, a lot of these women, they let anybody move in their house. So me, if I was a woman, if you ain't respectful, you don't got shit going on, you ain't a good provider, we can't build together. I got to see how you are before we got to talk about you moving. And you can't just move in with me. These women will meet a motherfucker. They done had a phone conversation with this nigga for about 2 or 3 days. Next thing you know, he lit her. Running your kids and everything, you know what I'm saying? What kind of stuff? And then they complain. You see Facebook all the time. They complain about men. They got a nigga at the house right there. She on the cell phone typing all this shit. Oh, then he's sitting laying right in the bed with her. You talking about your nigga? You know what I mean? He right here. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's dumb to me. You know what I'm saying? You contradict yourself. Then you got dumb women that be all on Facebook, lovey-dovey. Oh, this my baby, kissing, hugging them and shit, all on social media and taking pictures and shit. Then 2 or 3 minutes later, they got a whole nother man. They kissing. If you see a woman, they got 5 or 6 different relationships, and they posted them every 6 months. That man ain't the problem. You the problem.
Yeah, I think that, I believe that too. Like, I feel like, and like when you like, if you're gonna be in a relationship with someone or whatever, and like if you know that you're a serial relationship type person, like you in one person and then you're gonna post the other one, like don't post unless you know you're gonna be with that person.
All right, at least a year or two.
Like that's how I feel, because it's like, you know, like I feel like even if you are in relationships with people, you know, stuff like that, if you know that that's not gonna last or whatever, I'm not gonna post shit.
Exactly.
That's how it is, because we could be together one day and then not together the next.
And then as soon as the nigga dog her, she want the whole Facebook or social media women to feel sorry for. I don't feel sorry for you.
And then the next day they right back together.
Yeah.
And doing the whole cycle again. And
Dumb.
Yeah, I don't.
Talking about I got a nice job, or I got a nice crib and all that. It's a lot of times is you. You might be mentally unstable, crazy, bad attitude, fucked up, personal hygiene, coochie stank, anything. So you can't keep no man. It's you.
Right. It's looking in the mirror at the long run.
Yeah.
Look in the mirror at the stuff, and then accountability. But I think America and the world has made women and even men not want to take accountability of looking at themselves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's too painful.
I switched a lot of stuff about myself. I remember I used to, like you said, I used to like hood rat women. That was in my 20s. But I had to pay for that mistakes. Out of them mistakes came kids. I can love all my kids, but I didn't want those women. You know what I'm saying? So, and I take accountability for all that. I didn't raise my kids up, and you know what I'm saying? But sometimes people, they don't look at what they created or the problem. I helped cause a lot of my own problems myself, though. But I had to learn from my own mistakes. I didn't learn. So if you get tired of drama, you get tired of messing with a certain type of one, you got to look at it right now. what we do is we attracted to what we want,
Exactly.
and but not what we should have. That just like you should be fucking with a person that you see got the same potentials as you and build together, but you won't choose that person. You will go choose a person that ain't shit, that's over materialistic shit, or he got some fire sex, or she got some fire sex, or they look good, or something they got. So you figure y'all gonna make it work. It'll never work.
Yeah.
So you with a person all for the wrong reasons, not for the right reasons.
Yeah, and then that's when you have people who will be like, oh, then you be like, they're like, oh, ain't no good women out here,
Yeah.
ain't no good men out here, and it's like, okay, that's because you're going for the
The same people.
You're going for your type, and sometimes you should just step out of the box and date somebody opposite because opposites attract.
Right, because check this out. I was guilty of. I used to go for high yellow women, women with fat asses and nice bodies and all that shit. And I'm gonna tell you, I can tell you, them the worst women. A lot of the prettiest females, a lot of them got bad attitudes. They can't cook. They spend your money. They don't do nothing. A lot of them, their house ain't clean. They rotate 4 or 5 different men. You not the one. They'll make you seem like it if you dumb. You know, to me, I personally say this, from me being older now, I don't want no so-called, what they call a bad bitch. Long as she's cute, she's there for me, loyal, respectful, and respect herself, and I can build with. I take her and make her a winner over that so-called bad bitch. I ain't even gonna look at her. I see her, but I don't see her. You get what I'm saying? That's trouble. And I'm not paying your bills. I'm not taking care of none of your kids. And you better find somebody else for that. Now, the woman that I'm with, if she got kids, that comes as a package if we in the same house. If we ain't in the same house, I'm not reliable. You know what I'm saying? Just like you not liable with mine. But if you need something and I can help, I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of people, they want a person for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
That's facts. And that is very true. They want a person for all the wrong reasons, right?
Yeah.
You know, people are attracted to the toxic, to the negative. And most of the time, it reflects their toxic tendency from their own inner childhood wounds, right?
Yeah.
They grew up around that.
Yeah.
So they think that stuff is normal, it's love.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the people are attracted to what the parents were.
Right. That just like when I started changing. See, I just like me being an entrepreneur, and I do music and all that. I got a whole YouTube channel and all that too. I had more black female supporters when I was out here trying to sell drugs and stuff like that. I had more, like when I started coming out with books, clothes, and all this other stuff, you didn't see really nobody sharing my stuff like that. Nah. If I was doing bad stuff, they go, oh, that's my homeboy, or that's my nigga, or you, whatever they call you. You ain't never heard them. Oh, my boy got a book out, or my homeboy doing this and I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? The support system is different when you doing bad shit. You will see right now on social media, somebody can go out there and punch somebody in the face. Watch it go viral. Somebody going, look at this funny. You see them fighting in the store. He punched the clerk in the face and dropped her. It gonna go viral. Me being a black man, put a book out, they'll see it ain't entertaining to them. That's the new generation.
That's the new generation, yeah.
And then you got clicks. Like when you got people that made a mark on Kansas City, like if you ain't from this certain era, I think when you get past 35, it's a whole new clique. So all that clique that's younger, they gonna rock with their people. You can have way more talent than the person that was doing it longer than you. But ain't nobody gonna pick them. They gonna pick this other person, all because of a certain clique.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's facts. Favoritism at its finest,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When we look at the dynamics of the black man, black woman, you know, and this confusion, what would you say, Nicole, the black man needs to work on, especially in today's generation? Because, like, right now, like you said, I believe that a lot of people, especially men, are living in that feminine energy. They're living in the emotional energy. So they're not living in the logical, the critical thinking state, no leadership skill. I mean, what will you have to say about that? And then I'm gonna get A1's opinion on the woman side of things.
I feel like men need to go back, like I said, like at the beginning, like I feel like men need to go back to being providers and everything like that. Like women get tired of being strong individuals all the time. Like sometimes a woman just wants someone to have who has the capability to help her to stop being super so she can just focus on being a woman. And a lot of women can't be a woman because they have to be the man in the relationship. So, and then that's how you have like alpha females and everything who like they won't allow the man to do stuff or whatever because he lacks leadership. And I feel like if a man was more of a leader, then a lot more women would follow suit with being submissive and everything. Because a woman is not going to submit to a man who can't lead. A man can't lead if he doesn't know where the hell he's going. So that's how I feel about that.
Basically, I'm gonna say this: you can be doing everything you wanna. I mean, put it like this: it goes by the type of person that you pick. You get what I'm saying? So, like you said, a woman ain't gonna submit it to a man that, you know what I'm saying, that can't lead. Mm-hmm. But also, you pick that ain't shit type motherfucker. So, you know what I'm saying? If you pick a dumb woman or a dumb man, hell no, they not gonna listen because that ain't in a DNA to listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm guilty of it. You probably was guilty of it before. If I go pick this motherfucker that's wild, that like to be in the club, hell no, she not gonna listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I could be doing everything you say, pay every bill in that house, she still gonna fuck. She's still gonna cheat. She's still gonna be in the club every weekend. But you gotta go get somebody that's just like you. If you a homebody, you gotta go get another homebody. You can't go be like, I'm a homebody, but I want this motherfucker that look good and he got a good job and everything, but he in the club every day, every time something cracking. But that's your man. You picked him or you picked her. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the generations though. Look at the rappers we got. Oh my God. Look at the rappers we got. I grew up with the Queen Latifah, MC Light, the Salt and Pepper. You grew up with the peoples like this as rappers. Y'all grew up with the women nowadays. You say 32?
Yep.
32? Oh my God. Most of them women, what they talk about?
Like, yeah. Like,
what they talking about? Like, they teaching your daughters. Your daughters is looking up to this.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So now, if your daughters is looking up to these rappers, what they doing, here go my new generation. He got to deal with that now. They 20 times worse. They 20 times, well, you know what they say when you have a kid, your kids is 20 times worse than what you are. So if you had discipline, when your kids get to a certain age, they not going to listen to you. They teacher is who they see on that rapper or something like that. So a lot of these women, you got to get a person that's suitable for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't go pick that's just like you see a lot of these dumb dudes. You got a good job, but you go pick a hoe that look good. You'll go right out to the club right now. You will see these women walking around, booty, buck naked, see-through clothes, and you, damn, she do. But guess what? She doing this for attention. Now, even if she got a man, so you know what she gonna do then? She gonna get sold to the highest bidder. Somebody gonna come along with a bigger bag than what your nigga got. She might not go right then and there, but eventually she gonna go. You think if she walking around dressed like a slut, then she ain't got no other nigga number in her phone when her man go to work? She gonna talk to somebody. You think she gonna just sit at home and look pretty? That's the reason why she's dressed like that, for the attention. You know, her man can show her all type of teeth. That's why I kept saying, you gotta look at, because I know some women that they allow their daughters to dress like a slut, and the mama be dressed like a slut right with them. So with that being said, you gotta go get a person that's just like you. Like me, I don't like wild women. I used to love that type of shit because, and it cost me child support, unhappy kids. I'm telling you, unhappy kids. Because if you ain't with the mama, my daddy always told me, when you go make a baby, and you ain't there with that woman and that child, you hurt that child. And that woman got an issue with you. Every time when you leave that house, she knows another woman. She know that's just like right now. If you got a man, if you met a man right now and he got another baby, but he like you, but y'all ain't officially got a title. You think 9 times out of 10 when he leave your house at night,
do he be with
her or somebody else? So you gonna have that on your mind. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get this type of person. People, they say opposite attract. I don't agree, because if opposite attract, you have more. Then you will have more family orientated people. We the only black race that I ever seen in life. We would never talk with a lot of love. We are our own enemy. Yeah. We are our own enemy. You can see a woman right now. I see either in other races they uplift their people. Oh, not on ours. Yeah. Oh shit! They have to look at it. You see her shoes? That don't even match with what she got on. Or she's too big for that. Or look at her hair, girl. You won't tell her. And she can come in a room and all day and tell you, hey, how everybody doing? And speak to everybody. You still gonna say something bad about her behind her back. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said to my kids, have all type of different friends, different race. Fuck all that having just black friends. Nigga, your own black friend will stab you in the back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. If you go for a job, who gonna help you get a job faster? It ain't gonna be the black one, because they don't want you to get what they got. They ain't gonna tell you how to get it. Am I right or wrong? Yeah. Very few of them will. Now the white, come on in. The white ones, they will, because they don't give a fuck, because they already got it. And some of them, their ancestors were slave masters. So some of them was born with money. That's nothing to them. They didn't say that all their life. You can't, it's just bad. Then you get mad. Then you get some people mad when black people want to move out the hood. Well, why the fuck do you want to stay?
Yeah.
Think about this. Every time you go to a black gas station, it's a motherfucker standing outside begging you for money. You ain't saying that in the white neighborhood. They'd have been and put them motherfuckers up and took them to jail for something and put some type of charge on them. You only see certain stuff you see in black communities you just don't see in white communities. Mm-hmm. For instance, my son, he went to up north school. It was cool. He ain't never went to a hood school, city school. He went now. Bet he can tell you the difference. He don't like it. That's why he don't never really want to go. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? He dressed good. They got a different style, but it should be expensive. So if you go to a black school and he dressing good, you got to worry about a motherfucker trying to kill him and all that. That's why I don't let him walk home. I don't let him do none of that shit. You gonna call somebody, or I'll leave my job and come to get you. Call your mama, sister, somebody. Cause see, you can't even do what you want to do for your kids nowadays without somebody trying to kill them. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, every dude wanted a son. Nowadays, it ain't safe to have no son. Mm-hmm. You'd rather have a daughter. You'd rather have a daughter nowadays, because if a nigga kill your son by the time he in the 7th, 8th grade, they enemies for life. It's just like the other day, I know y'all heard on the news, a 16-year-old, from what I was told, got gunned down in his own parking lot, coming from McDonald's, from what I was told. Sad, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like kids in my house. No, you can't come over my house, because nigga, I don't know how long you gonna be my son's friend. The same, you know how y'all be like, oh yeah, that's my son's friend. That motherfucker didn't shut your son up. He'll hug you at the funeral, and he knows someone who killed your child. You can't trust nobody these days like that, boy. That's why I feel good. As long as my son go to school and he can work, I don't give a fuck about him playing a video game all day. I know he alive.
Yeah.
I know he alive. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call me, oh, you're strict. That's why, that's another reason why I didn't work out with a lot of these females, because I came up with structure, so I enforce it. Like me, I can't be your child's parent. They're just like, if I was with you and you got a child, if my child got chores, your child don't got no chores, it ain't fair if we in the same house. If my child got chores, yours should have it too. Mm-hmm. If my child, we stay together and I'll be like, oh, my son did this or my daughter did it, and you be like, nah, well, he got in trouble, he didn't do that. I said that he couldn't go outside of it. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, well, She said you couldn't do it. It got to be vice versa. Some women will tell you, "Oh, that ain't you ain't their daddy. I'm the only one." But check it out. You got some men in there that's paying a lot of them bills too, and you would tell. Now I don't put my hands on other people's kids and none of that because it ain't my responsibility. I tell you what they did or they disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff like that. But a lot if you looked at a lot of these younger generation women, think about do the statistics. I'm 46. You 32. Look at the parenting compared to our mothers and fathers back in the day. Because our mothers and fathers, my mama's 64. A lot of the females nowadays is good. They love being a grandma at 40.
Yeah.
They love being a grandma at 40.
Yeah.
At 40. When I was coming up, the big mamas was in their 50s and 60s. They 40 now. Your child 13 with a baby, 14 with a baby. They proud grandma. You know what I'm saying? Your child should be going to college. I know some chicks that's 18 years old with 3 kids. By two or three different men. And the mama just take all them kids in. Oh, these my granny. You a fool. You ain't let. If I helped you with the first child and then she keep doing it again and again, I got to put your ass out. You got to go get your own crib. And then you got the women that, she wrong for putting her out. Well, didn't nobody keep telling her to keep opening her legs? Yeah. And letting everybody, it's a certain, you know about protection. Mm-hmm. You chose not to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I got 5 daughters. So I just be like, and 9 sons. So, you know what I'm saying? And and out of them, I raised 10 of them in my own house. Mm. So that's good out of 14. You know what I'm saying? So, and I had him before he was 1. He's 16. He about to be 16. He ain't never seen no other man. He been with me be cool. He could walk this little. That's how long you been living with me. Spoiled. And if you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say we need to do better as a people. Everybody be talking about, black people need to, they ain't never got to do that. They not gonna do it. And I can go even deeper. A lot of people they ain't even up on the Willie Lynch book. You know what that is?
You said Willie Lynch?
Yeah. See what I mean? You know what it is? Oh my God.
Oh.
Get it. You can pull it up on your YouTube. Willie Lynch, it started how black people are against each other. It's the slave master that taught other slaves. It's a deep book. It's a deep book. You know what I'm saying? It'll make you mad. And in the book, and I'm gonna tell you this though, you ain't gonna believe it. We used to think we was the dominant black man was the dominant race, right? We not. Y'all are. We stand behind. Like you said, the femininity, it's in the book. It's everything happened for a reason. All that gay, it's in there. Willie, I'm telling you, get it. It's about 40 pages long. I had to order it for my daddy. I read it. You're gonna be deep. You're gonna see why I say what I say. A lot of people ain't gonna understand until you read that book. It was designed for the black woman to turn on the black man. They did do it. Is it designed for the black woman to talk bad about the black, because we're beneath y'all. We just only physically stronger than y'all. We stand behind y'all. It's even in the book. It's even in the book. That's why you got feminine men. They'll take our shit, give it to y'all. That's why when you said more women feel like they independent, the government made that. The government made that. All this is written. Wasn't nothing just happened. They had to okay it through the government to push it. They're just like when it first came out with that. What's that? Did I say LGBT? That shit wasn't. It didn't exist like that. The government had to push it through. Am I right?
Right.
The government pushed it through. They had to okay it. If the government said, "Nah, I ain't dealing with it," you wouldn't hear about it. That's why you got people being like, "Okay, do you want your daughter to go use the restroom with a man?" I don't either. But that's what they was pushing for. Then you're wondering why your daughter get pregnant or get raped. She in the bathroom with a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, not to be funny, that's what they was in the debate for. That's how I heard that that's what that one lady was pushing for. Yeah, she was pushing for it. Also, she was cool with abortion. I don't believe in abortion. Only time I believe you should get an abortion if you got raped. But if you go out here popping that hot ass pussy to every nigga you meet, and you let him fuck you raw and you get pregnant, I believe you should keep it. Because you shouldn't have did it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got raped. That man ain't raped you. You did it on your own. You opened your legs on your own. Why go kill an innocent baby?
Yeah. So what about women who, like, say for instance, like, say a woman meets a man and and they sleep together and then she ends up getting pregnant and the dude's like, I don't want that baby, but she's like, oh, I'm gonna keep it. Like, do you think that man should still be like responsible for that kid?
No, because I'm gonna tell you why. If you gonna have sex with a man, you should have made him put on a condom. Also, you should have been on birth control.
But birth control is not always effective.
But listen what I'm saying though. You should have used birth control still, and you should have made that man put on a condom. Yeah. So you can't make a man be. It ain't no different from if that man ain't got no say. If you say you want to kill the baby and he be like he want it, what you gonna say? This is my body. I do what I want to do. So he should be obligated to say what he don't want a baby out of fucking.
Yeah.
But they ain't gonna give him that choice. The woman gonna get pregnant, say fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? She gonna lie to you and tell you. She might tell you, give me the money to get abortion. Take your motherfucking money and you never hear from her again, right? Now you hear a year later, you got a baby. Huh? I ain't got no baby. Remember such and such that you told us, bro, that you was messing with? She had that baby. I gave her such and such amount of money to get an abortion. Well, she didn't use it for that. Now, she gonna take your ass for child support. You hate this bitch now.
Yeah, and like I don't think that that's fair. Like I feel like if a woman does that, I feel like if a woman does that, then she should be responsible for their kid. Like because if a man tells you up front, I don't want to be I don't want to be a father. Or like I don't want the baby and stuff like that. You decide to keep that baby, so you need to just prepare to be a single mother. Yeah. You know?
So if you, but that's what I'm saying. So if you had sex with this man, you should have been using protection and made him use it too. So if you didn't let him do it, you should take care of that baby on your own. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna say that the dude wrong or he's scandalous and shit. We get blamed for everything though. We get blamed for everything. We can be doing the rightest shit, and they still gonna put it on us. That's just like when you're a little kid. Who your first person you gonna look up to?
I looked up to my mom.
Exactly. Anything your mama tell you, she right, huh? Right?
Yeah.
Right? Now check this out. I learned this the hard way. A lot of mothers lie to their kids. They don't tell the truth to their kids. They gonna lie to them all their life until they doing research themselves and somebody tell them. Your mom is your whole world. That's just like you will see a lot of these women. Oh yeah, your daddy cheated on me. Okay. She ain't gonna tell you while she was young, your daddy cheated on her, but she was fucking too. She ain't gonna tell you that. She gonna tell you what he did. And the kid's gonna be rebellious. I can't stand my daddy or my daddy this. Your mama was doing the same thing. She just ain't told you.
Yeah. And eventually the kid's gonna grow up and see both sides.
Some of them, but some of them take their mama side. More kids that take their mama side than their daddy side. And I know a lot of daddies that's sad right now. Because some of them love their kids. And the mama didn't steer them away. I even got some kids where the mama put shit in their head. You know what I'm saying? And you knew what it was. Like you said, you knew up front, I didn't want you like that. So you allowed me to go bury back. So you kept the baby on the strength. I was volunteered, nigga, I'm going to take care of it. But as soon as when I didn't do what you want me to do, then you can't see your baby. And you're going to talk bad about me to that child. As if I wasn't trying to be around. I didn't personally want you, but I accept the baby because that's what I made.
Yeah,
I went through this.
And then that brings me to my next subject, like child support.
Ooh.
So men who are on child support, but they're active fathers.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like is an active father when it is the definition of an active father?
Well, I'm gonna tell you my definition because what I did. When you're an active father, I'm buying clothes and shoes just like you are. I'm going to games. I'm going to hot doctors. Everything I did with him. I'm going to, if my child gets sick, I ain't going to work if I ain't got to. Uh, I'm gonna go to doctor's appointments just like you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cook food for my child just like you do. I go buy me an outfit, I'm gonna buy him one. You know what I'm saying? I buy a pair of shoes, I'm gonna buy him one. Christmas, birthday, all the holidays, I do everything. Man, you've been knowing me for a long time, and you see everything I do. I do everything that a woman do, and a lot of times I do it better than them. That's why they get mad, because only thing you can put up on me is all that. You would say, "Oh, he hate women," or he don't. That's because I don't like you said, I don't like the ratchet type no more. I didn't grow out of that stage, so you can't knock me for changing what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't that a motherfucker be like, "Oh, I don't like women, nigga. I love women. I just don't like your certain type." You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I do everything that a woman do right now. I've been doing it for 20 some years. You know, my oldest kids is twins. They 27. I raised them sole custody and took them from their mama. Sole custody. And I got joint custody of my last kid. Paid lawyers. You know what I'm saying? And he been with me, I told you, before he was even one. He couldn't even walk. He ain't never seen another man. He been living with me that long. When in preschool, I enrolled him. All that, all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So when you see certain people, women talking that, they get mad at me because I can beat them at their own game. I can beat them at their own game. Like when they see certain stuff that I post on Facebook, they don't like it. Because it hit home. Only person gonna get mad at what I say is a person that's doing the shit that I say. Mm-hmm. If you not doing it, how is it bothering you? If you tell me men ain't shit, I'm gonna say shit. I agree with you, because a lot of them ain't. They'll say, "Oh, niggas ain't shit." But let me come back and say, it's a lot of women ain't shit either. You know what they gonna say? It's the women that you meet. How you ain't gonna say it's the men that you meet? Am I right, bro?
Hey, look, I love you know what I'm saying? Because you speak a lot, it's polarizing, and it's real. So one statement you made, you said there's a lot of deadbeat mothers out here, but no one's talking about that. A lot of elaborate that.
It's a lot of deadbeat mothers. Just because the child stay in your house don't mean she's a good mother. Because you, like you said, some of the men are paying child support, but she gonna put it out as if he don't do shit. She's a lie. And it ain't no proof of proving that for real, unless the nigga pull out a statement of all the checks he done sent her and show his kids. But I'm saying, it's a lot of these dudes. Like I'm saying though, I want y'all to get that book, Willie Lynch. Willie Lynch. You can even pull up some of that stuff on YouTube and they gonna tell it's a deep book. You gonna see exactly why I speak. Because I used to talk differently when I was in my 20s and early 30s. When I started seeing this stuff, you will see a lot of these same, think about it. You got women that'll go to work, right? And soon they get off work, they're at the club or a bar. Kids at home, they throw their younger kids on the older kids all the time. They ain't, now I understand you looking after the oldest look after younger kids when you at work, but not all the time. They doing it when you in the club and all type of stuff. Everything. You can look at it right now. You got a lot of dudes that's doing better than the women. A lot of dudes got their kids. Don't your brother got his? 21. They get the kids away. I don't want to be no mama. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes got custody of their kids. No kids, some of the kids just stay in a woman's house just so they can be like, I got my kid. You get a whole bunch of ain't shit ass women that sit up there and talk about the men. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't telling you behind closed doors, them same men they talking about, they still fucking them time to time. They ain't tell you that. They ain't gonna tell you that. They gonna put it out to the world. Girl, my baby daddy ain't shit. They ain't telling you that you every time when your baby daddy come over there to the house, you trying to throw him pussy still. Keep it 100 though. Same way they say, oh, he be still trying to fuck. That's true, but you do too. Especially if you got a nigga that's about something. If you got a nigga that got a good job, nice car, his own crib, and he look good still. If that nigga's flirt with you still, even if you got a man, you gonna tell your new dude, nah, don't come over here right now. My baby daddy picking up his child. You know what I'm saying? Randy picking up his kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he called back. Damn, baby, you ain't called me back. It been an hour. Your kids gone? Oh, he just left. He fucked. He fucked. I went through that with one of my baby mamas before, and I'm gonna be 100. I'm telling you, the last one. You know what I'm saying? Tell me I'm gonna drop the kids off to the daddy. Oh, okay, I ain't paying no attention. Oh, go drop them off and just call me. Never thought that my last son was between me and her last nigga. That's because you was fucking us both at the same time. Then my child had his last name until we all three had to go to court. See how the game worked, but they ain't gonna talk about none of that. They ain't gonna talk about none of that. I went through it and seen it. When you trust a motherfucker, that's like you. If you got a man and he say he dropping his kids off back to the mama, you gonna put that trial. Okay, I ain't tripping. He about to drop them off. But let an hour go past. Why he ain't back? You ain't gonna think he fucked? Be real.
Especially if he ain't answering this.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
If he ain't answering this phone, yeah.
Exactly. But they gonna tell you, oh, I ain't do nothing. I went to the store. All I did. They gonna come up with something. That was me until the evidence came in the child.
Okay, so this brings me to my next question. Okay, so say you have the man in a new relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so say you were in a relationship with someone and your kid's mom was like, it's Christmas or whatever, and she's like, hey, why don't you come over and like open up gifts with the kids and everything like that, but you can't bring your girl. Would you still bring her, or would you be like, you know what, I'm gonna go to my baby mama house, I'm gonna spend the night over there, I'll just see you when I get back home?
If whoever I'm with is cool with me, or both of us going to the my baby mother house to open, if that's what she want, if she agree on, I don't have no problem doing it. But most of the baby mamas, they don't want that new baby mama over there. They feel some type of way, and then especially if they still like the dude in some type of way. And only a dumb woman gonna go for their baby daddy spending the night at their baby mama house if that's her man. I don't give a fuck Christmas or not. You spend a night at your baby mama house, and if I was a woman for Christmas, nigga, you ain't coming back. It's over right then and there. Fuck out of here.
Because it's like, why can't I go? You know?
It's because they fucking still.
Yeah.
That's why. They fucking. And they don't want nobody to put it out there, because I pay attention to everything. Motherfucker will let you know that you still getting down with your nigga. Just off certain action and wherever you pay attention. I'm an observer. You know what I'm saying? I don't fall for nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I fuck with a woman, this is what I tell them. I come with rules, baby. I come with rules. So I'm gonna let you know exactly what it is. What my rules is. Either you fuck with it or you don't, but most of them, they gonna fuck with it. They gonna fuck with it, cause see, I'll be like they daddy and they nigga.
You already set the boundaries. Hey, that's facts.
I set boundaries. Other than that, don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because see, once you get that title and say you want to be, see, if you not my woman, I don't give a fuck what you do. Just make sure it's cool when I come over there. Because I keep, I ain't never empty-handed, and I keep somebody to where they know where I'm at all times. Now, if you say you want to be more than friends, or my woman, or my wife, check this out. I know where you at work, what time you get off, when you go on break, what time you should be at the house. If you got to go to the store, you going to call me. Oh, baby, I got to go. I'm timing everything. I ain't giving. See, what I do, I know some people like trust is it. No, fuck that trust shit. How many people have you trust and they fucked you over? It ain't about trust no more. It's about, nigga, I can trust you. I can't trust you no more unless you in front of me. Because I don't know what. I'm telling you straight up. And I'm going to be 100. I didn't fuck chicks less than 5 minutes. It don't take long. It don't take long. I can tell you I'm going to Walmart, right? Gas station. Don't wear no dress and don't wear no panties. You pull up on her real quick or you get some head or anything. It don't take long. Yo, and the one, what the dumb woman gonna do? When the lady come back and say she got a baby, the woman, I know he ain't the daddy. How you know? He ain't with you 24/7. Motherfuckers be fucking on breaks. I done did it. Anything you think about, I done did. On breaks, I got books and shit coming out. Nigga, yeah, they get down on break. If you can't get away from your man on break and he stay up under you, you gonna fuck that nigga that you like on break. You ain't gonna go straight to the shower right then, or you might, cause the nigga gonna be thrown off. He ain't gonna think shit out. She been at work. She tired. Really, she got fucked too. You always gotta keep that in your mind. What if? That's what I do. When I ain't gonna put nothing past you. If I ain't seen it, it might not happen until it come out. But I ain't gonna say what you ain't gonna do. That's why I don't get played like that. I'm gonna think ahead. You might try. You might. You get what I'm saying? If I'm ahead of the game, how can I lose? You might did this. When you give a motherfucker 100%, you gonna get fucked a long time. Cause you'll get a motherfucker. I just know my man or I know my woman. You nigga, they did it. You see this on movies. When I fuck with a woman, I give them 50% starting out. You ain't getting no honey. You're not getting no honey from me. Look, she's scratching her head. Like, fuck.
What you got to say about that? Is there any kind of argument, or do you agree?
Because it'd be like, just like how like a woman be like, oh, my man would never do this, my man would never, and then there he goes, never, and like he.
They know what type. They know he doing it. They just play stupid and don't want to look stupid because you like a nigga. You like a ain't shit ass nigga. So just say that.
But like, it's also, you know, like when you are used to like ain't shit ass niggas and you find a good dude and everything like that, it is kind of hard to like be like, well, how do I know that you're not gonna do?
You're not gonna know. That's why you pick your type of dude that you like. And if you going for if a nigga walking, you be like, damn, he look good as a motherfucker. And you a woman, and he holler at you, you gonna figure like, damn, I can't believe he talked to me. What you gonna do? You gonna talk to him? Keep it real. Keep it real. Don't lie. Keep it 100. If you see a nigga, damn, he look good. And you probably figure you out of this nigga league. If that nigga give you some play, you're gonna talk to him. Keep it 100. You ain't gonna talk to him.
Like, if I think
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm speaking for myself, and I didn't deal with hundreds of women. I done walked in a room. I'm being me. I done fuck cousins, aunties, and they all know each other. Cousins and all. And that's why a lot of females get mad, because I really live my lifestyle. I did this shit. I could walk in the room and I know they peeping me, but shit, you think you the shit, so do I. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't saying nothing, I ain't saying nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? But if I come to you and approach, oh yeah, you gonna get out. It ain't no thing. I ain't never hollered at no female that I couldn't pull. Not one. Because I know what I can pull and what I couldn't pull. See, when you went on a certain type of status, you're gonna be like, well shit, I couldn't really pull her. But when you get to the status to where all the shit that I did, and then you got a lot of street credibility. Then women talk. Oh, girl, he got money, or he got nice cars, and he do this and he do that. It's easy. They gonna tell somebody to tell somebody. You could tell somebody about me. Oh, this dude, I did an interview, or he cute. You know what they gonna say? What he look like, girl? Soon as when they see what I look like, they gonna try to look. What's his name? They gonna try to look him up on Facebook. Then they gonna send me a friend request, and they gonna play like they ain't paying attention. Girl, he be talking bad about women. I done did this before. They'll say I'm mean. So when I'll be like, let me explain to you why I talk like this. What I'm explaining to you on this interview. When I explain it to them, then they gonna drop their guards. Got them. Got him. Cause see, once I get them to where they see my world, it's over with. Cause see, they gonna sense it to themselves because they a woman. I do know some bitches like that. Cause my one friend, she do this and yeah, tell it. See, look. Hey, they can't get. See, that's what I'm saying. A woman that's fucked up, she's gonna get mad at me because I'm pulling her card. A woman that she's on point, she ain't gonna get mad at what a dude say because she know it's women out here like that. Just like I know it's fucked up men out here, it's fucked up women.
So I know what women. So like when it comes to like marriage material,
Uh-huh.
what do y'all as men look for in a wife?
I think I said that in the beginning.
Yeah, he said that in the
Well, yeah,
beginning.
you said
Yeah.
Said that in the beginning. Yeah.
See, I'm gonna tell you. Speaking of that, my woman can't wear none of that revealing shit. Not if she my woman. All that got to be covered up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm raised. I got an old school daddy. If he shows too much cleavage around him, you know what he gonna tell me? He gonna be like, "That's a slut." Automatically. Old school. Old school. I'm not talking the new generation. Like if he ask my sons, they not gonna bring no female around me dressed like a whore, none of that, because I'm gonna sit back and be like this. I'm gonna pay her attention. I ain't even gotta say nothing. I'm just gonna look at her and look at him. They already know what I'm thinking. She ain't the one. He gonna get rid of her eventually, cause I'm already seeing through her. You know, your parents that lit it, they can see through a motherfucker that ain't shit. I ain't been wrong yet.
Yeah.
I ain't been wrong yet. I pay attention to their dress code, how you talk. Like I told them, you don't never like my son. They don't let nobody cuss around their daddy or their mama. It's disrespectful. I pay attention to all that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I pick them. That's how I ain't lost shit. Now if I stuck with the same standards, I used to have women lined up. Swear to God. That's how I had them kids and more. I had probably kids that I don't even know about. Because I used to be wild out there. You know what I'm saying? But when you switch, I lost all that audience. I don't really give a fuck because that's old though. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, as an entrepreneur, it's cool to get the black money. Nigga, I want that white money now. Because white people, if you get with a good white person, they want to know about the black people. They're just like right now, if you went and fuck with some of these rich, wealthy white people, you would be all the way on right now. You only gonna go so far in the black community. I know. Because they gonna knock you down. As soon as you get, he think he better. Next thing you know, you gotta worry about your life. You gotta worry about getting robbed. A motherfucker come in, kick in your house and take all your equipment, so you gotta start over. That's why you can't fuck with every black person. They'll fuck up your shit. You get too close. It's very few of them that's loyal. Very few of them. Motherfuckers will get jealous. Straight up. That's why I used to say, they're just like, for all the people that do hair, it's cool to get that black money do hair. Nigga, I rather, if I had my own beauty salon or a barber shop, I would have on mine where I got 1 or 2 stylists that's black, 1 or 2 stylists that's white, that can do all hair. I have clientele from the white and black. I ain't gonna have my shit just all black. Fuck no. Because nigga, look, some white people be scared to come in black establishments. They think what they hear about black people in the black community, somebody gonna get killed. They don't want to get killed. You want to keep your money. So I put my shit in an area where it's in between white and black, borderline. So I want all money. I'm way smarter than what I used to be. So only a real motherfucker gonna recognize real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never forgot where I came from. I came from the projects. I just want more and want better for my kids. But I ain't gonna, just because I want better, I'm not gonna go back and fuck with the same type of motherfuckers that what I did at first. It's easy to try to push me back. I'm not going back. I'm gonna move forward. Because I know people the same age as me doing the same shit they was doing when we was teenagers. You was a bum then and bum now. You just got gray hair on your face.